Hello and welcome to Story Time. And guess what? Spring comes this month. And so our stories today are going to be about springtime. Our first one is Snow Rabbit, Spring Rabbit, a book of changing seasons by Il Sung Na. When snow falls to the ground and all the trees are bare, everyone knows it's winter, including the rabbit. Some fly away from the cold. Some have a long, cozy sleep where they live. Some swim to warmer waters, while some have a thick, woolly coat. They can stay warm in the snow. Some gather extra food for winter, while some travel far to find things to eat. Some stay very still. While some keep busy, moving fast and staying warm. But when the snow has melted and the trees are in bloom, everyone knows it's spring, including the rabbit. Now, did you see the rabbit at the beginning of the story was white and the rabbit at the end of the story is brown? Some rabbits change the color of their fur to help them hide in the snow or hide in the forest. Our next story is a nonfiction story, and it's called Spring. Spring. Puddle, flower, bud, chick. Look for these words and pictures as we read. The days are warmer, winter is over, spring is here. Animals wake up in spring. A grizzly bear comes out of its den. It looks for food. Puddle. See the puddles? Spring is rain. Rain helps the plants grow. Flower. See the flowers? Lilacs bloom. They grow in the warm sun. Bud. See the buds? Buds open on an elm tree. They grow into flowers. Chick. See the chicks? They're baby robins. They chirp in the nest. Plants grow in spring. Baby animals are born. Spring is full of new life. Did you find puddle, flower, bud, and chick? This story is not really one about spring, but is about a prince and a princess, and it's titled The Best Ever Adventure by Eric Arson. And we're reading this one because it's a brand new book on our new bookshelf. Once upon a time, a young prince and princess lived very happily. Their kingdom was the most wonderful place, and they had everything their hearts desired. They were full of life and wanted to experience as much as possible. Then one day, "Oh, wise one, how can we experience everything?" "Everything?" asked the wizard. "Are you sure? Everything is a lot, you know." "Yes," they replied, "the more the better." "Well, everything means the bad as well as the good," said the wizard. "Are you willing to experience both?" "Bad? What's that? It sounds exciting. Whatever it is, we want to experience it too." "Well, bad is difficulty. It is a challenge to overcome, and it is not something you can experience here in this kingdom. You must travel to another land where there are also many wonderful things to experience that wouldn't be possible without the bad." "Yay! A great adventure and a whole new land to explore. How soon can we go?" "Well, anytime you're ready. But first, understand that to truly experience this place, you must live as everyone else lives, and you cannot just pretend. When you go, you must forget you are a prince and a princess, and you must leave behind all that you know. The only way to reach the land is by crossing the great sea of possibility. Once you experience all that you set out to do, you can easily return." And so they sailed away from their peaceful kingdom with a great sense of adventure. Upon arrival, they instantly forgot their royal heritage. They even forgot they were brother and sister, and they went their separate ways alone. Life was much harder than in their kingdom, and they both faced many difficulties. There were so many choices to make, and they didn't always make the right ones. Never before had they suffered. For the first time, they experienced sadness, anger, fear, and pain. Never before had they experienced limitations. Here they could not always have things their own way. And never before did they have to think and act creatively to overcome obstacles and challenges. Sometimes it could be a lot of fun. They experienced so many things that they did not expect in their kingdom. And in this new place, they could experience such a variety of thoughts and emotions. Some of the best feelings came from receiving kindness and help from strangers, as well as from helping others in need. Feelings of love and friendship were especially cherished, and there were so many different types of people to meet. Although here they could feel fear, they could also feel courage. Although here they could feel anger, they could also feel forgiveness. Although here they could feel selfishness, they could also feel generosity. Although here they could feel sadness, they could also feel hope and new joy. Experiencing the bad made experiencing the good so much better, but most importantly, they learned from their bad experiences. The prince lived a long life, experiencing many things. Then one day, like everyone who visits this land, he passed away. The princess, too, eventually came to the end of her grand adventure. But no sooner did their adventures end there than they woke up at home in their kingdom. Oh, they were so happy to see each other again. Welcome back, the wizard greeted them. Did you experience everything you wanted to? Oh my goodness, that was so hard, said the princess. No kidding, I'll never do that again, said the prince. Ah, but considered all that you have learned, said the wizard, do you think your experiences have caused you to grow in any way? Have they helped you become a better person, more compassionate perhaps, more understanding, wiser in the ways of the universe? Well, yeah, I guess so, they both replied. And so they told each other everything they had experienced and learned on their journey. They talked about all the good things they enjoyed, as well as the bad. They remembered all the many things unique to that world. They considered how they could have done things differently, better, and they realized there was still so much they had not yet experienced. So one day, long after their first adventure, knowing they would always return home, they went again. The end. The adventure continues. Alright. And our next book is titled When Spring Comes by Kevin Hanks. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. If you wait, an egg will become a bird, and a seed will start growing. Spring comes with the sun, and it comes with the rain, and more rain, and more rain. Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? I hope you like umbrellas. Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt to fill up the garden. And spring will call out the pussy willows and the new kittens too. Spring can come quickly or slowly. It changes its mind a lot, but when spring is finally here to stay, you know there will be buds and bees and boots and bumblebees. There'll be worms and wings and wind and wheels. You will feel it, you will smell it, you will hear it. When spring is finally here to stay, you might think you are done waiting, but you are not. Now you have to wait for summer. Okay, and our last story for today is written by Julie Fogolino and illustrated by Erin E. Stead, and it is called And Then It's Spring. First you have brown. All around you have brown. Then there are seeds. And a wish for rain. And then it rains. And it is still brown, but a hopeful, very possible sort of brown. And is that a little green? No, it's just brown, sort of brown. Then it is a week. And you worry about those little seeds. And maybe if it was the birds, or maybe it was the bears and all that stomping, because bears can't read signs that say things like, please do not stomp here, there are seeds and they are trying. And then it is one more week. And the brown, still brown, has a greenish hum that you can only hear if you put your ear to the ground and close your eyes. And then it is one more week. And a sunny day. That sunny day that happens right after that rainy day. And you walk outside to check on all that brown. But the brown isn't around. And now you have green all around. You have green. The end. Well, thank you for joining us for story time. We'll see you again next week. Bye.